really good in her semi-final. Then in 5, the 100 champion Sabrina Dri false started in the 200 meters last year at the KAFAC Games. She is looking for redemption and the sprint double. No Tiana Springer, as I told you. She's been withdrawn for precautionary reasons. She was to be in 4th, the Guyanese. And Shaniqua Frederick, the defending champion, goes in lane number 3, looking to repeat. And in lane number 2, Nia Wright of the Bahamas comes in with a 24 seconds flat clocking, qualified as a non-automatic.
Surprised they didn't move someone up to fill that vacant spot.
Well, I think the withdrawals probably came too late for that. So 6 for this final, but it's a high quality 6.
Not sure how that will affect the defending champion. She'll have a vacant lane next to her.
There's Dri, the 100 champion. Ran a personal best 11.26 to win that. I think anyone who wants to win this has to be ahead of Douglas at 160. Away they go. Dri flew out of the blocks. So too did Shaniqua Frederick. Shaniqua Frederick is running brilliantly. The Jamaican Dri coming forward now. Shaniqua Frederick, the defending champion, is in front. Dri starts to chase. Douglas is coming forward as well. Douglas, Shaniqua Frederick and Dri. That's the way they finish. 23 flat for Shaniqua Douglas. She was always going to be the danger in the last 20 or 25 meters. That's where she poured forward. And Shaniqua Frederick could not hold her off, but she does have a silver medal, Shaniqua Frederick, as Shaniqua Douglas celebrates gold. 23.03, that's a personal best for her. She has gone on the 23 before, but that was wind assisted at the KAFAC Trials, 22.85. And tonight, she is number 1 in the KAFAC region at half lap. Shaniqua Frederick watched her sister Shaniqua Frederick win gold last year. She has silver this time around. Personal best for her as well, 23.07. Sabrina Dri, the 100 champion, has to settle for the bronze here at 200 meters. But she too has put in a fine performance. That race was every bit as exciting as we expected it to be.
Fantastic contest. Springer not even really missing in this one, because the 2 Jamaicans and the 2 Trinidadians gave us everything that we could have hoped for.
23.13 for Dri, outside her personal best, which was set in qualifying at 23.10. The Frederick sisters, well, it was all Shaniqua last year, and it's Shaniqua this time.
So they looked a lot sharper in qualifying, certainly, and justified that, continued that fine form into the final. Ran a great curve. You see her there between the 2 Jamaicans. And one wonders if perhaps Sana, not having that athlete right next to her, could have done better on the curve. Coming through here, she does though have the advantage, but her sister and the Jamaican, Shaniqua Douglas.
Go. Dri flew out of the blocks. So too did Shaniqua Frederick. Shaniqua Frederick is running brilliantly. The Jamaican Dri coming forward now. Shaniqua Frederick, the defending champion, is in front. Dri starts to chase. Douglas is coming forward as well. Douglas, Shaniqua Frederick and Dri.
The women's under 2200 meters final at the 2024 KAFAC Games served as a stunning display of rising Caribbean sprint talent. Though Guyana's Tiana Springer withdrew for precautionary reasons, reducing the field to 6 athletes, the race still delivered exceptional excitement. It turned into one of the meet's highlights, as Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago engaged in a gripping head-to-head contest. Jamaica's Sabrina Dri, fresh off her 100-meter victory, entered as the favorite to complete the sprint double. She faced stiff competition from Trinidad and Tobago's Shaniqua Frederick, the reigning 200m champion, while her twin sister, C. Frederick, last year's gold medalist, watched from the stands. Also vying for the title was Jamaican up-and-comer Shaniqua Douglas, who had qualified impressively with a 23.16 and was ready to challenge the leaders. At the sound of the gun, S. Frederick shot out with explosive speed, navigating the curve masterfully to seize an early advantage heading into the final stretch. Her technique looked flawless, and her strides were powerful, making it appear as if she was on track to defend her crown successfully. But the drama peaked in the race's final meters. In those last 25 meters, Douglas made her winning move. With a well-timed burst, she overtook Frederick just before the line, finishing with a personal best of 23.03 seconds. Though she had previously run faster with wind assistance, this marked her first time legally breaking into the low 23-second range, solidifying her status as one of the region's premier young sprinters. Despite the disappointment, Frederick still clocked a personal best of 23.07 for silver. Her aggressive start demonstrated her development over the past year, and her performance hints at even greater potential as she continues to grow. DRI, although closing strongly and having won the 100-meter earlier, had to settle for bronze in 23.13, just shy of the 23.10 she had posted during the heats. Even without a second gold, DRI's presence in both sprint events underscored her reliability and versatility. Her competitive edge, speed, and ability to rise to the occasion mark her as a strong contender in future competitions. Springer's absence undeniably altered the race dynamics. The empty lane beside Frederick may have introduced a psychological element that subtly affected rhythm and flow. Nevertheless, the 6 athletes who competed ensured the final maintained its high energy and competitiveness. The race also highlighted the increasing depth and power of Caribbean sprinting. Competitors from the U.S. Virgin Islands and the Bahamas contributed to the intensity, each showing determination and unique flair. The region remains a cradle for elite sprinters, and the performances at this event suggest continued global success is on the horizon. Looking forward, these athletes are expected to make a significant impact in upcoming international meets. With her poise and precision, Douglas stands out as a top prospect. Frederick's improving form and bold racing style signal a potentially breakout season. Meanwhile, DRI's proven record across sprints ensures she remains a constant threat. As they step up to senior-level competition, experiences in tight, high-stakes races like this will prove invaluable. The Caribbean's rich sprinting tradition appears secure in the hands of this next generation. If this final is any indication, women's sprinting in the region, and possibly beyond, has a very bright future.